Good morning, viewer. Bien here. Yes, most amazing news. Yes, computers. Yeah, computers work in digit. OS and IS to be exact. Their calculations are digital. Their processes are digital. Even their memories are digital. All of which requires extraordinary power resources. As we look to the next evolution of computing and developing neuromorphic or brain-like computing, those power requirements are unfeasible. To advance neuromorphic computing, some researchers are looking at analog improvements, in other words, not just advancing software but advancing hardware too. Research from the University of California, San Diego and UC Riverside shows a promising new way to store and transmit information using disordered superconducting loops. The team's research, which appears in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, offers the ability of superconducting loops to demonstrate associative memory, which in humans allows the brain to remember the relationships between two unrelated items. I hope what we are designing, simulating and building will be able to do that kind of associative processing really fast, stated UC San Diego professor of physics Robert C. Dines, who is one of the paper's co-author. Picture it, you are at a party and run into someone you have not seen in a while. You know their name but cannot quite recall it. Your brain starts to root around for information. What did I meet this person? How were we introduced? If we are lucky, your brain finds the pathway to retrieve what was missing. Sometimes, of course, you are unlucky sometimes. Dials believes that short-term memory moves into long-term memory with repetition. In the case of a name, the more you see the person and use the name, the more deeply it is written into memory. This is why we still remember a song from when we were 10 years old, but I cannot remember what we had for lunch yesterday. Our brains have this remarkable gift of associative memory, which we don't really understand, stated Dance, who is also president emeritus of the University of California and former UC San Diego chancellor. It can work through it the probability of answers because it is highly interconnected. This computer brain we build and model is also highly interactive. If you input a signal, the whole computer brain knows you did it. How do disordered superconducting loop works? You must superconducting material. In this case, the team used yttrium barium copper oxide, known as a high temperature superconductor. YbCO becomes superconducting around 90 Kelvin, which in the world of physics is not that cold. That made it relatively easy to modify. The YbCO, the thin flames about 10 micron wide, were manipulated with combinations of magnetic fields and currents to create a single flux quantum on the loop. When the current was removed, the flux quantum stayed in the loop. Think of this as a piece of information or memory. This is one loop, but associative memory and processing require at least two pieces of information. For this, Dance used disordered loops, meaning the loops are different sizes and follow different patterns, essentially random. A Josephson juncture or weakling, as it is sometimes known, in each loop acted as a gate through which the flux quanta could pass. This is how information is transferred and the associations are built. Although traditional computing architecture has continuous high energy requirements not just for processing but also for memory storage, these superconducting loops show significantly power savings on the scale of million times less. This is because the loops only require power when performing logic tasks. Memories are stored in the physical superconducting material and can remain there permanently as long as the loop remains superconducting. BN's exclusive report.